what I did was I came down here last night and thought I would work on the snowman over there, and I was just buzzing along and recording and talking to y'all and upstairs, and you could see what I was doing just fine. You can't hear anything I was saying, but I hate to say this to you guys because I've watched videos and they're like, oh, it's a work in progress. He really is a work in progress. So I think what I'm going to do is talk about him every once in a while and then put some little blurps in there and show you how he's coming along. Because what's happening here in the next few days with me is I have another craft show I get to do. I did my very first craft show back in September, I think it was, yeah, at the Earth Fair. And it was in Atlanta, Indiana. Atlanta, Indiana is a little tiny burg. And there was, I think they said 60,000 people there. I sold my first painting. That always makes you feel good. If they pay $1 for it, or they pay $1 million for it. If that's your first one, it makes you feel good. So I sold my first painting, which is really kind of cool. But people were buying the food. Go figure, right? The guy next to us was selling dog treats, organic dog treats, and they sold out before the 2 days was up. And I think they were like $5 and $10 a bag for these dog treats. Yeah, sold out. But, and my sister-in-laws had let me kind of crash their party of their tent, so I got to put a few things out. I'd never done anything like this before. I've done sales before, but I was selling somebody else's stuff. I wasn't selling my own stuff. Making commission and did a really good job and made some really good money, but it was their product that I was selling, so it wasn't mine. But what I realized that I really enjoy talking to people and explaining to them how I made what I made, and if they were interested in buying it, that was fine. And there were some people that were familiar with acrylic pour paint, so they were talking with their friends saying, oh yeah, I've seen this before, so-and-so's done this, that sort of thing. So I'm thinking that I'm not so much into like having a class, because my house really isn't that big, and with all this viruses and stuff like that going on. But I think I've got some ideas for future sales, and I'll let you know how that goes as I get that going too. So we'll see. But tomorrow I am doing my first on my own. It's just for a few hours. It's in Elwood, Indiana, another small town here in Indiana. Got invited to do that, and that was kind of neat. So I'm gonna go up there. I've actually made some jewelry, and I made these cute little, I'll show you some of the jewelry. I'm going to take pictures tomorrow. I'm going to take one of my cameras up there, and I'll take my phone will be with me, and take some pictures and stuff like that. But I made some jewelry, and I made these cute little, it was just a thought that came to me, and I made 3 of them. I made these little tiny bottles that have a cork in. They're glass bottles, and I put sea glass in them, and seashells, and some little tiny things that you can kind of read what the word says. Kind of gives you like an idea that it's saying love, or that sort of thing. I put some flowers in them, and then I sealed the bottom. Bottles are only about yay big, maybe an inch the most, so I sealed them, and I'm calling them the wish bottles. So you can kind of like, oh, I got a wish, and you shake it up, and then some things come through, and it's like, depends on what your idea is, what your wish is, that sort of thing. And I made 3 of them. I'll probably sell them for $5 a piece. We'll see how they turn out. Anyway, but I'm gonna take you guys down here so you can kind of see what in the world, what is she doing now, right? And one of these days I am actually really going to show you what that is. So you can kind of see what in the world, what is she doing now, right? One of these days I am actually really going to show you what that is. It's really cool. I need to learn more about it. But yes, and we make, well, we're going to make these little ornaments today. So what you can see is one side looks pretty good, the other side looks, well, it's kind of glittery. I threw some glitter on there. This one I used when I was working on, like I said, the snowmen are going to be coming in and out, in and out, in and out. So when I was working on these guys, I used glitter glue to put on the trees and around the houses and stuff like that. And I was curious to see how fast it was drying. And when I came back down here, again, late last night, kind of stick my finger in it, see it was dry, and it had dried. It was dry. So that's a good thing. So they don't take very long, because these guys, I mean, my show's tomorrow, so I'm hoping that they will dry. I played around a little bit with, and I just was throwing paint together real quick, because I just wanted to see how long they would take to dry. This one was like a red and a black, and I don't know that that's what I would say is all that cute. That might have to do something to make it look cute. But it turned out to be more of a pinkish color. And we're sticking to the paper. That's a bad thing about paint. It sticks to everything. I should probably use one of my silicone mats. I think I have one somewhere. But anyway, over here, I'll get one of my, hold on. Okay. Look at one of these guys. And we can put them on here to dry. And then they won't be sticking to the paper. Just stick my finger in it. That's no good. I think I see that where that's still wet there. And I didn't realize until after doing one of them that they had a film on them. So I'm thinking that's going to make a really cute skin, because it's literally got a film on it. We'll see how you do in picking it off. And I made this one here. I thought this was kind of cute. It's just kind of, again, this was a napkin. I bought some napkins off Amazon, cheap stuff. But I thought it was just kind of cute. You know, some people like that whimsical when they kind of look at it and what does it say. It's kind of cute. I don't know. Might be somebody's style, right? But I thought I would make a variety of different ones. I've got some really pretty, I'll put some gloves on, like glittery Christmas colors, and I've got the markers over here. So we're just going to see what we can do, and where creativity takes us. So I've got a little bit of red and green mixed up here, just a little bit. I can make some more, of course. I've got all, guys, when I say I have glitter, lots of glitter, and I do mean drawers full of it. I've got all this over here, all these. And then when I bought the glitter glue, it was a huge thing, and it's kind of, I got, I don't know, let me see, I'll show you. Look at all these colors. Oh, the red and green. I'll leave that one out. But it was also, I wish I would have brought my phone down. I may sit you guys down for a minute. There's a trend, some kinks. I found on Pinterest, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Pinterest. I'm sure you guys are. If you're into crafts, you know what Pinterest is. And every year they, you know, there's a guy on YouTube who does the Christmas, he goes into like this, I don't know what his name is, he goes into this huge warehouse, and he talks to you about, and whatever year, he's done it for like 5 or 6 years, but he'll say this year's biggest colors for Christmas are like green and gold. I'm just making it up because I don't know. or it's like pastels or whatever, that sort of thing. So that got me thinking, so I just typed in like Christmas palettes on Pinterest, and it gives you different palettes. So if you're wondering, well, what kind of colors can I do? Because I mean, I'm taking this to sell, so I mean, I know what my colors in my house are, but I don't know what everybody else is really liking and all that sort of thing. So that's why I looked it up, and it had some really cool. Now with the paints and stuff like that, I don't want to go more than 4, maybe 5 colors. You know, when you're pouring 5 colors on, you're really putting in a lot of colors. So, and you know me, I love the gold and the black, so that's why I did these 2 little guys, and I did this one. And like I said, this one, the napkin thing, and I got a whole bunch of napkins, and I went through my old drawers and found some other Christmas napkins. So we just got a whole bunch of stuff down here that we can play around with. And worst case scenarios, we can start gluing on these guys. This is diamond art leftovers. So there's the question so many people ask. What do you do with your leftover diamonds? Use them in acrylic paint. Oh, there you go. Alright, so let's see what we can do. Like I said, these have a thin, I'll take my gloves off to take the, that's why this one's looking funny. But what I was doing was I was taking off the protector, and it's on both sides. And yes, it takes a second or two to get them peeled off. And so what I was doing was kind of like mashing these into that to come up with some of these different little cutesy designs. So they take a minute to do. Get that off there. Good thing I didn't have my nails done. You guys ever, if you get your nails done, you know this. You drop a penny right after you get your nails done on the pavement. You can't pick it up. And you just try until somebody says, "Oh, dear, your nails. Let me see if I can help you." Yeah, I need help. Okay, so I'm just kind of mashing that down on that as I push onto that paint. My fingers all in that paint. Look at that. Oh, look at it. Oh, that's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. Let me get a skewer out. Okay, so I'm going to do some. Flat surface. There we go. Okay. You do that. I'm going to do the feather method. Oh, look at that. That looks cool. I mean, these may not sell. You're probably like, oh, no, I don't think I'd buy that one. But you never know. Somebody might like, oh, that's kind of cool. That's something different's going on here. Okay, so we got that one, and we can throw some glitter on it. We can do the little glitter glue. Ooh, purple. Yeah. Thicker glitter. Really cool. I don't even know how much I want to sell these things for. No idea. That's kind of cool. I wore my glasses down here so I could see some. Probably like, oh, you see the face in her glasses. Well, yes, you can. But that was so that I could see what I'm doing here. Looks kind of, I mean, kind of unique, doesn't it? And see, of course, on the back side, once it dries, it looks different too. So, yeah. So there's that one. And except I'm just going to take a few of these to the little art fair thing that's going on. I just want to see how they do. I need to buy some paper towels. Yeah, just kind of see how they do, and yeah. I mean, I like that kind of thicker. Look how thick the glue is on that. Pretty cool. Okay, so, and then we got these guys that I ordered. This was from. Oh, the back of here. These guys here. I got the Artist Phi and Moxix. I'm sure I'm not saying that right, but that's okay. So, okay, so we could do some. I want to do something with these guys because they're not what I would say all that pretty. So let's see. What we could do here. Let's see. These little things are going. Now, for some of you guys who are really talented, these would probably be a whole lot of fun. Let's see. Ooh, is it dry? Good. Oh, here's a cute little flower. See if I can put some flower out there. Okay, so open this guy. What you call mixed art, huh? A little bit. A little bit. Just a little bit. Lady who likes to paint never has paintbrushes. All else fail, let's use your fingers, right? So I know it looks all milky right now, but it should dry clear. I think I'm going to pull it down just a little bit. Nope, too late. So there's got those little pink flowers in it. You seeing me? Oh, it's just the back of my head. That's so fun. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to leave that and let it dry and see how that one turns out. Okay, so I've got another one that's kind of similar. He is still drying. Let's play around with pink again. Kind of make the same. The cool thing about these is that they're flat. So I suppose you could just like give one of these to like a friend for Christmas or something like that. And a Christmas card, just kind of like, meh. And you could personalize them by writing on them. I mean, these acrylic pens will write on them. This one could be right. If we'll write on the black though, or the white one. Where's my white? What are we gonna say? I'm trying to write Merry Christmas. What? It's not writing. That's not very good. Now I'm like, no, don't do that. Okay, so I need to do something. Do some glitter, I guess. Of course. Try different color glitter. Let's see. What do we have? Oh, pinks. I got some pink up here. Another thing, if your friends and family are wanting to get into this art, I would say buy a case of stir sticks. Yeah, you use a lot of them, and you use them for everything. That's kind of cute. Yeah. You know, if you give it to somebody as a gift, they're like, it'll be something they've never seen before. And definitely an original. Alright. So, yeah, I mean, this is like a really hard plexiglass. And I have some really pretty thin bows. I suppose I could do a little tiny bow up there. That would be cute. I've got my oh, that would be cute. I have these guys I had down here earlier. They're dry. These guys are for this thing. And if you're into the Cricut sort of thing, it's kind of like that, but just easier. I hate my Cricut. It was one of those things, not Cricut, Silhouette. I bought it because it was like, oh yeah, that's what everybody's buying. Gotta have one. I honestly, if somebody wanted to buy it from me, I'd sell it. I hate the thing. And I never use it, and it's so expensive. I just don't use it. Anyway, no different story for different day, right? Okay, so let's cut. I have some other paper down here. Oh, and I also brought down, yeah, he's over here too. This guy here. These things are so cool, and they come in big sheets or they come in little sheets, which is easier for this guy. Yeah, I'll grab a couple of sheets out here. So that the bows are kind of different looking. Pinks, don't I? Have any pink? Let's try this one. Just so you can see what it does. Okay. Cut a piece of it. And so these things are so easy to use. That's why I like it. I like easy. And they're really, really easy to use. And here it is. Okay. So what they do is they're die cuts. So on one side, and they're not sharp. You can touch them; they won't hurt you. On one side, it's got an imprint that it does also, and then it cuts the paper. So what I do is I take my paper, and I put it face down into the machine, and make sure that it's wide enough. Make sure y'all can see this down here. On one side, and they're not sharp, you can touch them, they won't hurt you. On one side, it's got an imprint that it does also, and then it cuts the paper. So what I do is I take my paper, and I put it face down into the machine, and make sure that it's wide enough. So I'm going to get off here, and oh, by the way, if you do something for me, if you're enjoying my videos, give me a thumbs up. I sure would appreciate it. Ring the bell so you get new notifications of my videos. And yeah, so I will continue working on the snowman. And I know it's a work in progress. And one of these days I'll be like, it's done. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So I may come back down here tonight in a little while and work on some stuff too. So I'm going to get off here, and I will see you guys here shortly. And a plane's going over. I fully appreciate movies that are 2 hours long, hour and 45 minutes long, and it took them 2-3 years to film it. I understand why. Yeah, I do. I appreciate the art of filmmaking. Okay, so I'm going to get off here and clean up my mess and probably work on my snowman later. So I will be back down here, and so I will see you shortly. And I sure hope that recorded. We shall see. All right. I will talk to you soon and go from there. Be awesome, be great, go out there and be yourself and do your thing. I'll talk to you soon.